How can a loving God send people to hell? All that the Father gives me will come to me, and him who comes to me I will not cast out. For I have come down from heaven, not to do my own will, but the will of him who sent me. And this is the will of him who sent me, that I should lose nothing of all that he has given me, but raise it up at the last day. For this is the will of my Father, that everyone who sees the Son and believes in him should have eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. As you can see, the Father has no desire to see anyone go to hell. The Bible doesn't say that God sends anyone to hell, but it does say there is a hell. The people who go to hell are not sent by God. Out of their own free will, their personal choice, they choose to go to hell on their own. When we use the term loving God, we are only describing one facet of his being. Aside from loving, we know God to be righteous, just and holy. Righteousness means rewarded expectations in relationships. God expects us, his children, to obey his laws. If we do so, then we, the children, can expect the reward of everlasting life as a result of obeying God's law. The opposite of righteousness is evil, wicked, or wrong. Justice is another of God's attributes. If the speed limit sign reads 40 miles per hour, and out of your own free will, you decided to travel 60 miles per hour, it would only be just for you to receive a speeding ticket. The speeding ticket can be viewed in two ways. The government, or in this case the police, are punishing you for your decision. The government, or the police, are attempting to save your life and the lives of those around you. When you decided to speed, consciously or not, you also accepted the possibility of being caught and then dealing with the consequences of your actions. When you decided to turn your back on God and God's laws, to live your life on your own terms, consciously or not, you accept the possibility of going to hell as a result. Only you decided to speed, only you decided to disobey, only you decided to disrespect God, and only you are responsible for the consequences of your actions. Lastly, God is holy. Holy is used over 900 times in the Bible, and holiness means the cutting off or separation from what is unclean and what is pure. God's going to bring you into his presence when you have ignored him and turned your back upon him? No. He is a holy God, Revelation 21:27. Only you decided not to live up to God's standards. How can you possibly expect a loving, just and holy God to extend an invitation to his heavenly home when you have done everything in your power to be undeserving? No, our loving God doesn't condemn or send anyone to hell. We have to accomplish that by ourselves. From the second letter of Paul to the Corinthians, chapter 2, verses 15 and 16, to God we are the fragrance of Christ, both among those who are being saved and among those who are on the way to destruction. For these last, the smell of death leading to death, but for the first, the smell of life leading to life.